formula to find lateral surface area is 2 pi r h. All right. What does the R stand for?
The radius.
The radius. So that's going to be this right here. What does the H stand for? The height. And we know that the pi will be 3.14. We can just leave it 5. So we're going to replace that. So we're going to have A is equal to 2 pi. And then my R is a 3.5. And then my H is a 7. So everything I have in the blue I replace, right? So then all I got to do is I'll get my calculator out. 3.5. We're going to multiply with the 3.5 times 7 times 2. And then you get 49. We're just going to leave it 5 there. So I get 49 pi. So the area?
69.
49 pi unit squared. Okay? Why is it that I put units? What is it that I don't have? It doesn't say feet or inches or centimeters. It doesn't say anything. It doesn't say anything. Come back around.
Tell you what, you just bring the answer up.
I'll bring it. I'm coming down a little while.
All right, so if it doesn't say feet or inches, you have to put units squared. It has to be units. And this is a perfectly good answer. You don't necessarily always have to multiply 49 times 3.14. Okay? You can just leave it 49 pi units. Okay. Now let's get started. Now actually, are there any questions over last night's homework assignment? First of all, let's get something straight. It's just a little, just a itty pet peeve. All right, so yesterday we had practice problems, right? And they start off like this, and it was talking about Sue Ann received a savings from her bank list and the balance from money market account for the past 4 years. What is independent quantity in this table? Let's talk about some words we might not know. Money market account. Everybody know what that is?
No.
Me neither. You know what a money market account is?
Yes. It's an account that you have cash in, but you can also put it in the stock market. It's a money market account.
See, I didn't even know what it was. Right? You hear people talk about it all the time, but you never know because you never ask. I don't know because I never asked. Plus, my money is already invested in something, so they just take care of it from anyway.
That's the way to do it.
So, that's for the money market account. What about quantity? Everybody know what a quantity is? Quantity? That's how many or how much. How much dinero? How much? All right. Now we have time and we have balance. So we know time is going to be my X. And the balance just means how much she has in there. That's going to be the Y. So let's see what it asks us for. What is the independent quantity? Is it the time or is it the balance? Which one is it going to be in this case? The time. So we write down the time. Remember, we have to write a complete sentence. Is the independent quantity. And don't worry, I'm having to write all my sentences in all my classes. That includes my now it's the two classes. Let's see if you can read it. Times my independent quantity. So if that's my independent, what must be my dependent? The y, which is the what? The balance. The balance is how much money they have in after so much time. So after 0, it means no time has went by, she got $1,000. All right, let's talk about the next question. I said we feel a little bit better. Now this has a formula. It says Gary is in charge of making 120 corsages. Corsage. You know what a corsage is? That's just a little flower that they stick on you. They do it. I think they do it at weddings. I know they do it for prom.
Boys wear them for homecoming.
Can I get invited to one of them? Anyway, so we get the they get a corsage, and they're making 120. He decides to ask some of his classmates for help. The number of corsages each person can make can be represented by the function f of h is equal to 120 divided by h plus 1, where h is the number of classmates that can help Gary make corsages, which is a dependent quantity of this function. Once again, quantity is in there, and quantity is how many. So, once again, let's talk about what's what. This h right here, and I'm going to circle it, and some people came and asked me yesterday what it was, goes with h is the number of classmates. That goes with that. This f of h, which is just the same thing as y, so f of h is equal to y, that's the same thing. This is the number of corsages each can make. Okay, so that goes with that. Anytime you have an equation, the one that is inside the equation, what's been added, subtracted, multiplied, divided, whatever, that will always be your dependent. The one that's on the outside, waiting for you to put in a number for this, that will always be the dependent. So it asked me for the dependent quantity. So which one has to be the dependent quantity? The number of corsages each person can make, or is the number of classmates? Which one does it have to be? Which one do you think? H, number of classmates. So you say the dependent quantity is the number of classmates. I reckon I was very dumb. I think because it has a little line underneath it. Can't read my handwriting. All right, if that's the case, let's do it again on the last one. The last one is number 3. I'm going to do with you. So if you don't know by now, and we're going to get ready to turn in, you better ask questions. It says the TM tennis team played a total of 162 matches last year. The number of matches the team lost, L, and the number of matches the team won, W, are represented by the formula below. The quantity again is what? How much? How much? Quantity again is how much or how many, okay? Anytime you see that word, it's how much or how many. Okay, so the W, which one is the W representing?
Independent.
The independent, which is, what's that, team 1? Yeah. Team 1. And the L is for the loss. Everybody with me? Mm-hmm. So that's my loss. Lost 1. Lost 1. So, let's see. It asks me once again, what's the dependent? Is the L the dependent or the W the dependent? Which one? The W is the dependent? The number was the dependent.
The loss.
The loss. So the loss wrong question?
Yeah.
Oh, you're right. Why don't you correct me? What's the number of corsage? How many non square corsage? That ain't it.
Yeah.
There we go. What's the number of corsages? So down here, you were right. I wrote it down wrong. Down here is going to be the what? The number of losses, right? Is the dependent. Does it say variable? Dependent variable. Everybody got it? Everybody got those two down? So you should be able to finish it. I'm not going to do your homework for you. I'm not going to do your homework. I'm not going to do. Pick where your paper at. Where's your paper? You left it. That's not a good spot for it. Where's your paper? Ain't a good spot for it. What you gonna do when we turn them in? What should we do with all our work? Finish it and put it where? In your locker or inside your binder. You need a binder in there. You need to get your binder. You need to punch holes in. I'll try to make sure I punch holes in so that way you can automatically put it in. Okay? All right, let's talk about what we need to do today. We got ticket prices. This is gonna go along with what you just got through doing. And I'm gonna run out of time. I couldn't even find my original. And no, I know, I got my hand stuck out. Got the rubber in. But Barbara, can you go down to Miss Cox's class and still me some more ticket prices worksheets that I want? I don't know where they're at. You can keep it on your desk because you're gonna have a chance to finish it with this. Okay. Looking at what I have on my board, he's going to get some more. Looking at what I have on my board, and I'm not even reading any of it. Not reading any of it at all. All I'm doing is looking at the equation. We just discussed it. We have a T and we have a P. Everybody with me? We have a T and we have a P. Just by looking at the letters, which one is going to be my dependent? The T or the P?
P.
Dependent. The T is going to be dependent. It depends on what P is. So the P must be my what? Independent. All right. Do I have a volunteer to read?
No.
You reading stuff, huh? Just read this first paragraph, and I'll have somebody read this part, and then I'll have somebody read that part.
Well, the number of
Concert.
do the number of concert tickets depending on the price of the ticket. If one variable depending on another, can there be more than one dependent variable for each independent variable? In this expiration, you will further investigate the idea of the dependence between two qualities and find the quantification relationships.
All right.
Top of
Now, we're going to find out what the dependent relationships are. Okay? We have two dependents. Okay, looking at my table. Everybody got one now?
Yeah.
Okay, looking at my table, I need somebody to read this next part right here about a popular band. Who's going to read the next part for me? You gonna read it?
I'll read it.
You already read it? No, you already read it. It's going to be read it for me. You can read it. It's the same thing on your paper.
Popular band names schedule made at the starting phase and the theater however, the theaters, management, and the band cannot come to an agreement about the price of the ticket.
You know, I can't say amphitheater either, I don't know how to say it. Amphitheater? Maybe. Alright, so they can't agree on how much they want to charge for tickets. So it says the amphitheater, which seats 50,000 people, has seen a drop of 150 tickets sold for each dollar increase in ticket price. So every time they increase it, what's happening to people buying it? They're not buying it. They're not buying this now, right? So the number of tickets sold can be calculated using the formula, and we discussed that, where T represents the number of tickets sold, so let's circle that. Everybody ready? We're gonna circle T, represents the number of tickets sold. There goes with that. And P represents the price per ticket. Everybody got it? Everybody got that? So we know where each one is going to, right? We know where each one is going to, right? Yeah. So it is asking us to complete the table. Now we're going to complete the table because it starts us off. The first thing we do is we input a zero. Everybody see where they put the zero at?
Yes.
So they put the zero. Oh, that's not what I want to do. They put the zero. If it's here, it goes there. Then they put the 10 here, then they put it here. Everybody see? And then they plug it in and they get the answer. So what's the next number we're gonna plug in? We're gonna plug in what?
20.
A 20. So we're gonna do 50,000 minus 150 times. We're not gonna multiply by 10 this time. We're gonna multiply by what? 20. So we're gonna put in a 20. Right, so everybody got a calculator?
Yes, ma'am.
So let's punch it in. So we got 50,000 minus 150 minus 20. Punch the answer, but do not yell out the answer. Punch it in, but do not yell out the answer. And if you got that answer, go ahead and go to 30. Got that answer, go ahead to 40.
But it's going,
You gonna put it, hold on.
Can you take mine?
Yeah, okay.
You
You gotta do 50,000 minus 150 times 20. And give an answer. Once you got that, go to the next one.
Tom's line.
Which time?
I'll say 50 now.
150, 20, what? 50,000. 150. What is it?
20 times 150.
Yeah, it's 150 times 20. So you type in your calculator just like you got.
So why 20 times 50? I'm putting the 20.
47,000.
Did I put in 50 or did you put in 50?
Oh, you put 50. No, I put 50.
Yeah, what a minute, let me blame you. So then the next one you're gonna put in, we're gonna have what?
2,000 minus 150.
There we go.
30.
I got 48,000.
And then we're gonna do 50,000 minus 150 times 40. You can type it in just like you see it. So you do 50,000 minus 150 parentheses, and was it 20 or 10 what we on? 20. Hit enter. And it gave us 47,000. Everybody follow? Now to prevent yourself from having, let me see, to prevent yourself from doing this all over again, if you push second and enter, it'll put the equation up. So you can just go back
But you have to subtract.
and put a 3. And then
But you divide or
It's
subtract.
easy, man.
Did you divide or subtract?
45.
We put in, first of all, you got 5,000, it's supposed to be 50,000. And you type in just like you see it, minus 150 times 20.
I did that, but it goes to that thing, so it's quick.
You know, go ahead, type in, let me see.
And then we do,
Finish the table.
and then we do 50,000.
Yeah, you gotta do each one of them.
50, 30.
You look at,
Alright, keep going all the way to the end. So keep typing in. If you keep hitting second and enter, it'll give you the equation again. Hit second and enter. It'll type in. All you gotta do is type over there 20. Okay? If you hit second and enter, it'll type over. Now y'all gotta help me because I ain't filling in my table now. No. You got it. Look, second. You got 5,000. Everybody got it? So you kept going? Make sure you put 50,000 in, because a lot of you are putting 5,000. Yeah. So what did you get? 40 what?
47,000.
47,000? What was the next one?
45,000.
45,000 what?
500.
500?
44,000. 42. 5,000.
500.
Yeah, 500.
Okay, what was the next one? 60?
Yeah.
40 what?
41,000.
41,000?
Yeah.
Just 41,000? Now then they just want us to put in the formula, so it'd be 50,000 minus 150. And then you gotta put in a P, right?
Yeah.
And we can't get an answer. And it'll just be T. Which you just repeat what was already up there. Questions about that? Questions about putting them in our calculator? Alright, we're doing good. Let's go to the next page. Then I want us to create a scatter plot. Now let me ask you something. You can't tear yours off. You're doing this, so I think it's turned back on right, but I can put 2 pages up here. If you look at my prices, are they increasing or decreasing? Decreasing. Decreasing. They're decreasing. Everybody sees the prices are decreasing. In other words, they're going down. So when you make your graph over here, you don't want to start 50,000 at the bottom. You want to start 50,000 where? At the top. Okay. Over here, you see this go to 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. You want to start 0 right here and then go by 10. Okay? Now, since we only have to plot, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, you don't have to start at the very, very top if you don't want to. Okay? You don't have to start at the very, very top. But you do want to end up with 50,000. So can we go by like 10,000?
Yeah.
Or, yeah, we can go by 10,000. We go 10,500. Huh? Right.
Nah, I already got it.
You already saw it, I think? Okay, so let's put them in.
It's gonna be something like this.
Can I go back to one screen? Or do y'all need my screen?
No.
Are y'all good?
Yeah.
What we gonna do, bro? Oh, we're gonna grab it,
Yeah, we're gonna grab it. Okay, so let's do the easy one. So this will be 0. And then we'll have, what was it, 10? Can we skip in between? Like we'll go every other one. So we'll go 10. Then we'll go 20. Then we'll go, was it 30?
Miss, please, please.
We can go 40. And 50.
You gotta go over 60.
Now let me ask you something. If you see that they're this close together, we can go by either one and make our graphics bigger, can't we?
Yeah.
So we can get our pencils, erase it, and he said, Ms. Thompson, we probably need to go by 3. We can go by 3.
Why don't we go by 4?
We can go by 4.
Yeah, by 4.
So we can start off with 0 here, we can say, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, we'll make that 10. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, we'll make that 20. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, we'll make that 30.
Was 4 over?
1, 2, 3, 4, we'll make that 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, we'll make that 50. 1, 2, 3, 4, we'll make that 60. 1, 2, 3, 4, we'll make that 70. But we don't really need 70 because that's not on our table. But this will make our graph easier to graph on it.
Yeah.
Now let's see, how many is there on the side? Y'all count how many lines there are right there.
10.
There's 10. And we need to start at 50,000. So we have to go every other one on that one, don't we?
We should go for 1,000.
Yeah, we should go for. We can go by.
150. Like 1,500.
If we go 1,500, that gives us 50,000.
We got to do it.
No, hold up. Miss, just go
Come for 10,000.
go by 4,000.
So,
Go by
10,000.
4,000.
10,000.
We got it 140.
10, 20,000, 30,000, 40,000.
All right, he says we can go back 10,000.
Yes.
So we go 10,000. Are we gonna go every single one?
No, we'll split that too.
We can skip 2 again, right? So we go 10,000. So we go 1, 2. We're gonna have 10,000.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody follow me?
Oh, yeah.
Then we'll skip 2. Now let me ask you something. If I know those are thousands, is it okay for me to put like skip to 20?
Yeah. How many we skip?
We're gonna skip 2.
So go to the second line.
Man, we're not gonna fit it.
We're gonna do 10,000.
We're gonna go 20.
Why can we do, why can we skip 4 and then do 20?
You can do it any way you want to. You can do it any way you want to.
Isn't it the same thing as that?
Yeah, your graph might be a little bit different, but it's still gonna have the same shape.
Okay.
So we can go 30.
Go about 4.
I'm skipping every 2. Is that all right with everybody? So we started at 10,000. So I said 1, 2, 10,000, 1, 2, 20,000, 30,000, 40,000, 50,000.
All you gotta do is-
And if you notice, mine didn't go very far.
I just
did it?
Mine didn't either. I don't want it to go far. It's easy to grab. I want it to 70,000 just to start, just to make sure it's going.
All right, now we can go ahead and plot it now, since you have it. So everybody plot it, since you have your numbers there.
Can you
So
put
at
that
zero-
back up so we can see your number?
Oh, y'all want to put back and forth? Okay, there you go, yeah, what do you want to put back? So at 0, you're supposed to have it on 50,000. So that way you don't have to flip it back and forth and have mine up. Go. Go to 10 and you go to 48,000, kind of where it's at. Doesn't have to be exact, no, if it's off a little bit, it's okay. So at 0, you're gonna be at, so you have to be, is it 1,000? So that'll be a 50, so we're right here. So that 30, no, 10, 40, 48, 50. So if that's 40, it's gonna be a 40.
And I want to go home already.
And then so far, huh? What you gonna put? The first one is your X. That's this one. That one is your Y. So this is your, you need to label the sides. Let me show you what you're talking about, because he has a legitimate question. He said, I don't know which one to pick. This down here,
Wait, 50.
this right here, is how many tickets, right?
Yeah.
This is the T,
Yes.
and this is the what? Price. So this is my T, and this is my P. And that way, when you graph them like at 0, it's supposed to be at 50,000. So I put a point there. At 10, it's supposed to be 48,000. So it's about, right here.
I'm thinking.
And then at 20, you go say 20.
It's like a straight line.
Yeah, it should be a straight line.
It should be.
Yeah, it should be. It's a linear.
Mine is a good one.
I mean, it's some people might have more slant depending on how they get their graph. Yes, sir. Yeah, I'm sorry. You need her back?
No problem, okay? Hold on, hold on.
You should answer all these questions for us.
I'll help you. Tomorrow.
Oh, so we have to do this?
Yeah, you're gonna try to finish it by yourself, but the ones you can start up.
This one, you talked to me yesterday. I couldn't figure it out.
But it's one of those things that require us to read,
Well, I'm good at math,
but it's requiring us to read.
already.
Contain information. Okay, it's 1:37, we need to get my calculators up. Make sure you have a graph. If you notice the question is gonna ask you what the independent, yeah, definitely. Independent, dependent, it was my fault, I couldn't find my calculator.